Three MLB props today, and one of them has cashed 8 of the last 10, while another has absolutely crushed today's opposing pitcher head to head. I've got all three plays coming up, and I'll tell you which one I trust most. Let's get into it. So, going over with starting today with Clay Holmes over 3.5 strikeouts against Kansas City. And the first thing that jumps off the screen here is how low this number is compared to with what Holmes has been doing recently. If you look at Holmes recently, he has 2, 5, 4, 3, 4, 3, 6, 6, 6, and 8. That means Holmes has cleared 3.5 and 7 of his last 10 starts. Over his last 5, Holmes has gone over this number 4 times. But look at the strikeout production during that stretch. In the last 5, you got 3, 6, 6, 6, and 8. So we aren't asking him to reach 6 or 7 today. We're basically getting a line that requires Holmes to produce only a little over half of what he's been giving us lately. Why I like the matchup? Kansas City isn't necessarily a lineup that you blindly attack for strikeouts, which is important to the point. This play is more about Holmes' current ability to miss bats combined with the low 3.5 number. The biggest thing I'm watching is innings. If Holmes gives up 5+ innings and gets somewhere around 20 batters faced, he doesn't need an enormous strikeout percentage. At least a 20% strikeout rate over 20 hitters. We're already sitting around 4 Ks. And lately, he has been showing a significantly higher ceiling than that. You've got 4 straight games on this chart with at least 6 strikeouts. 6, 6, 6, and 8. That's exactly the kind of trend I want when the books are still making us beat 3.5. Could Kansas City put the ball in play and make this uncomfortable? Absolutely. That's the primary risk. But at this number, I think 4 strikeouts is very achievable. Play number 1, Clay Holmes over 3.5 strikeouts. Now, we're going to head off to Philadelphia, and this might be the favorite statistical matchup on today's card. Give me Bryson Stout over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs against Toronto. Remember how this market works. Stott doesn't need 2 hits. He get 1 hit, 1 run, 1 hit, 1 RBI, 2 hits, a run, and an RBI. We simply need his combined total to reach 2. And that gives us several different paths to the over. Recent home production, the supporting data shows Stott has exceeded this number in 5 of his last 6 games at home, while averaging approximately 3.3 hits, runs, and RBIs during that stretch. That's huge because our line today is only 1.5. And here's where this play gets really interesting. Stott versus Max Scherzer. Scherzer. Stott's career matchup numbers shown against Max are excellent. We're looking at approximately 18 plate appearances, .71 batting average, .625 on base percentage, and 8 hits against Max. That's obviously a relatively small career sample, so I'm not treating it like Scherzer suddenly can't get Stout out. But hitter versus pitcher history can be useful when it supports everything else we are seeing. Stout has clearly looked comfortable seeing Scherzer's arsenal, and Scherzer overall numbers this season also aren't what we're accustomed to seeing from the peak Max. The matchup screen has him around a 5.55 ERA with approximately 9.9 hits per 9 innings. That second number matters a lot for this particular prop. We're not betting Stott to homer. We aren't demanding multiple RBIs. We simply want opportunities to get on base. score when the Phillies lineup turns over, or drive somebody in. Another thing I like, Stout is projected for roughly 4 plate appearances. More plate appearances means more ways to build this combination. Let's say he singles in his first or second plate appearance. Now suddenly 1 run scored later gets us home. Or he singles with somebody in scoring position and picks up an RBI. Cash. That's why I like these combo markets. When we're dealing with the hitter who's producing and sitting in a favorable individual matchup. All right, play number 2, you got Bryson Stout over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. Real quick, guys, if you're enjoying the deeper breakdown, instead of somebody just throwing 3 picks on the screen, smash that like button and subscribe to Night Picks. And comment below, Holmes or Stout. Which of the first 2 are you guys riding today? Also, make sure you guys are signed up for my Winnable. That's where I'm posting my free picks every day. Plus, you'll be able to see the additional promos and plays I put out. And now, I've got another special offer for you guys. If you download Novig and you deposit $10, you will get $25 when you use the code NIGHT10. So, if you guys go ahead and download that, or you could download Underdog. I'll do that one too. Send a screenshot to tsk1016@gmail.com. I'll hook you guys up with 2 months of VIP picks. That is 2 months of VIP picks. So, Novig has recently just expanded into more states. If you look at this, I put up the legal states for Novig here. I currently reside in Idaho. So until this last week, I could not use Novig in my state. I'd have to go over to Oregon or go over to Idaho to use it. But, so just make sure you guys check availability where you live. It's a prediction market style platform that is similar in concept to Kalshi. And it's another place I check when I'm comparing available lines. Usually Novig gives you the best lines. So, now, let's finish this card because play number 3 has been cashing like crazy. But there's one matchup number we absolutely have to talk about. So, moving over to Matt Olson, over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. If you take a look at his recent performance, this would look like the easiest play on the card. Olson has gone over this number in 8 of his last 10 games. His combined totals for those were 4, 2, 0, 5, 4, 4, 2, 0, 6, and 3. That's 8 for 10. And he's averaging 3 hits, runs, and RBIs across that stretch. Basically double today's requirement. The road trend is solid too. The data shows Olson has cleared 1.5 in 4 of his last 5 road games, averaging around 2.4. So, why isn't this automatically my strongest play? 2 words. The pitcher he's going against. Jared Cole. Concern with Olson. I don't want to hide the negative data just because I'm giving out the over. Olson's historical numbers against Cole shown on the matchup screen are ugly. We're talking about roughly 23 career plate appearances without a hit, along with a very high strikeout rate. That's a legitimate concern. If somebody gives you this pick without mentioning that matchup history, they're leaving out one of the most important pieces of information. So why am I still interested? Because this is a hits, runs, and RBIs, not simply Matt Olson hits. And Olson's current offensive environment gives him additional ways to get there. Even if Cole works around Olson and gives him a free pass, Olson can eventually score a run, then you're only one other contribution away. You can also produce an RBI without needing multiple hits. And most importantly, we're betting the 2026 version of Olsen in his current form, not simply betting on what happened in a relatively small collection of plate appearances over multiple previous seasons. Still, this is definitely the play where I would acknowledge the matchup risks. Cole's current numbers shown here remain strong, around a 3.42 ERA, roughly 9.5 strikeouts per nine, and a 1.10 whip. So, Cole's capable of shutting this down. Cole's also able to blow up. But Olsen's recent production has been too consistent for me to ignore at only 1.5. If Atlanta can create traffic around Olsen and force Cole into stressful situations, we can get there in several different ways. Play number 3, Matt Olson over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. So, before we get out of here, quick accountability check from yesterday. You guys, play of the day 1-0. VIP went at 2-1. Free plays went 1-1-1. I'm just concerned about the one that got refunded because he did go in there. But that's besides the point. So, another winning day for the play of the day and another profitable 2-1 VIP card. We're not hiding the losses. We're pretending every day is 3-0. We're tracking everything and coming right back with another card today. So, today's 3 plays: Clay Holmes over 3.5 strikeouts, Bryson Stott over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs, Matt Olson over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. For me, Stott is the matchup that jumped off the page. Holmes has one of the strongest recent strikeout trends relative to this number, and Olson brings the strongest recent hit rate, but also the biggest pitcher-specific warning against Jared Cole. Make sure you guys are subscribed because I'll keep dropping the free MLB plays. We're getting closer and closer to football season. You guys, get me 15 likes today. I'll throw a bonus play into tomorrow. Get on my winnable for all your daily free picks and the additional plays. And remember that Novig offer. Download Novig. Deposit the $10. You get $25 for free. Screenshot it. Email me to tsk1016@gmail.com. You'll get 2 months of VIP picks absolutely free. Let's cash this card. Night picks. I am out.